Hi, this is Kate from Daisy Nails, creating fun, funky and fabulous nails in the comfort of your home. Short video this week. I wanted to do a nail inspired by the blood moon we had recently in a twilight sky. So I mixed together the Boy Bye and the Caribbean Sea. It wasn't as dark a teal as I wanted, but I have ordered a new one from Madam Glam, so I may well be trying this one again. It was much darker. I'm using a Macart number 8 gel brush. It picks up the gel polish really nicely and goes on really smoothly onto the nail. So if you ever need to use a gel brush, I definitely recommend that one. Second coat. So I got the Madam Glam Perfect White, which I think I need to clean that bottle up. And I used the fine liner, not the extra long one, just the normal length one. And to make a circle, I try and find a pivot point where I'm resting my wrist. Maybe not my wrist, maybe my forearm, and then I can move my wrist round and I get that sort of circle shape. It's not an exact circle, and sometimes it needs to be done again and again and again. But it does, as a general rule, work. So this is my moon, starting off in the bright white. But as I said, it was inspired by the blood moon that we recently had. So did anyone manage to get photographs of that and the blue moon? I tend to find that because I don't have a camera or anything, I just use my phone, which is an iPhone. Three-year-old iPhone, and it doesn't matter what phone I've ever had. I pointed at the moon and it goes from being this huge amazing thing in the sky to just being a tiny weeny little dot in the distance. Right, so yes, I think I went in with the second coat with the Perfect White to get that circle. And then after that I got the French Lavender because I wanted to use that to make, sort of to paint the shading for the craters of the moon. Unfortunately, I did manage to keep this out of the picture the whole time. So yes, I mixed the French Valley with the white because otherwise it would be far too dark. Just to get give the moon a little bit of texture. So using that little brush there, I just would have dabbed it onto the moon. Which brushes? I think that's my loop brush from Crystal Nails. And I will have dabbed that on in a, I always say with abstract, don't think too hard. Well, it's the same with this. Don't think too hard. I think most of this nail, apart from creating that circle, most of it is a don't think too hard nail. So yeah, you can't really see it on there. I then used the Madam Glam Very Chic and I mixed it with the base coat to create a jelly. I don't have any jelly gels, so if I ever need one, I just mix whatever colour I want with some base coat. It works really well. And I went over the top of the moon with that, and I went over the edge a little bit, so it wasn't just on the moon, so to try and give it a little bit of a glow, a shimmer around the edge. You get that sort of aura around the edge of the moon. That's the effect I was trying to get with that, going around the edge. And then I decided it was a little bit too thick, so I sort of painted it on. And I'm cleaning off the brush to try and get a little bit less intense. And then into the lamp. Right, so with my Madam Glam black gel paint, and with this one it was the long liner from Madam Glam. I just wanted to paint a couple of branches just to create a silhouette that the moon was behind. So just a little bit of the gel paint and a single smooth line painting it down. And I made those meet at the bottom. There we go. And then I got the shorter of the Madam Glam liners that I own. There we go, the detail liner. And just to do some short little twigs coming off those two branches. Again, I didn't want this to be precise. In nature, things are generally not precise. Not haphazard at all, but they're not precise. So I had some little twigs coming off the branches, and then these little dots, they could be some leaves that haven't fallen off in the autumn yet. They could be some berries. I don't know, whatever you want them to be, because it is a silhouette. So it's just to fill it in, to give it a little bit of definition. Dotting them mainly around those little twigs I painted on, as if that's where the leaves or the berries might be growing off. It's interesting watching yourself back and you think, did I really spend that long? Was I faffing or was I not? Was it worth it? So that's being cured. Gel paint needs to be cured for a minute. So that went in for a minute. And then I decided I wanted to add some more, obviously. Just little bits here and there, just to fill it out a little bit, I guess. And that will have had to have gone in for another minute. It's funny looking at those nails as well. The nails that I painted to replace those ones have started growing out. I've got a few ideas for my next few videos to film, which I'll probably do on Saturday morning. Quite excited about that. Like this one I decided to top coat with a velvet matte from the Madame Glam. And I really like this effect. I do think it would be better with a darker teal, but nevertheless, I think it looks really effective. Let me know what you think. Thank you for watching my video, and I'll see you next time. Okay, thanks a lot. Bye.